All right, so we're on FM radio, right?
Right.
So like we're on FM radio. Like okay, so we know the limits of the curse words. You can't say the F word. You can't say the C word. You can't say the SH word. You can't say the D,
You can say the B word, I think, a couple times.
bitch.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can get away with a bitch here or
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
depending on the
as long as it's all
context.
day long.
You can't call some
Yeah.
woman a bitch or
Like
something.
multiple times.
I agree.
Even if she is.
You can say ass, but then you
Yeah.
also can't say the follow-up word,
Well,
which
hole.
is whole.
You can't say a hole.
Or any kind of, touching or
Yeah, any kind
physical.
No
anything.
description of
Right.
any activity like that.
Yeah.
But you can say ass. There's no holes involved. You cannot say. I mean, dildo, I believe, is able to be said.
Yeah.
Sure,
I've heard
depending on the context again.
Again, I agree.
Just as long as you're talking about dildos.
Like you can't, you can't shove it anywhere.
No.
Yeah,
No.
can't even describe
I wouldn't even.
that you can't shove it anywhere. That's how laid back they are on dildos. But you can have a dildo. You just can't use a dildo.
Right. You can call someone a dildo too.
Absolutely. And like if you were trying to, can you call somebody a dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
Why not?
course.
I don't think you get away with it much. I
You-
think
you
it would be something you would want to fly under the radar.
Like bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, think of it. If your kid is running around, and they pick up on that, and they're like, "Hey, you're a dildo." I mean, big effing deal. I mean, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. And I don't think any of the curse
I always
words-
go to the kids, because I'm like, okay, they want to protect, so the kids aren't running around, saying curse words like in the middle of the grocery store at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I understand why the FCC would do it,
Yeah.
but to stay on to what we're talking about, the F word, obviously you can't say, but like here's the thing: you could say "suck it."
Well, sure.
The WWF figured that out real quick. They're
Just
like,
can't-
"Oh, we can't say this. We could say suck it." What are you talking about? Lollipop, homie.
Ooh,
Suck it doesn't connotate anything, but suck it.
that's true.
You just can't say what it is.
You can't even come close to describe what they're sucking.
Not even a little bit.
Obviously, we could talk about swallowing. The R word, the R with the ape in it, that one I think is very touchy one. And the ooh-eyed,
Ooh.
Yeah.
luamide.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you are allowed to say like, "Hey, my car has suicide doors on it." No problem.
Of
You
course.
say that all day.
That makes sense.
It's I think mostly because hey, there's a lot of family that has lost family. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it's a sensitive. It's kind of a trigger. And I
Right.
understand. It's just like you want to kind of be conscious of it.
Sure.
So it's
Absolutely.
I mean, what else would we borderline that we can't say it?
Man, there's some stuff, bro.
There's a I don't know if I can say it.
See,
What, bro? You can't even whisper that word.
Yeah,
bro.
we can't
That's
even-
a big no-no.
yeah, that's a big.
You cannot say that word at all, bro. That is like the C word. That's a bad word.
That's a
bro.
yeah, that's.
I
a
didn't
rough
think it was
one.
that bad.
Oh, that one's worse.
You could.
That was
I thought I've heard.
who whispered that out loud?
Wasn't me.
That was you that said that?
Yeah.
You can't say that, Mike. You got to know better than that, bro.
I was trying to come up with a new one.
You can't just say that with the mics on, bro.
Well, that's why I whispered it.